Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0, and today we're going to be continuing on with Fallout New Vegas, the first time of me playing through hardcore mode. Last time we were running through the vault and we ended up finding a survivor that was left here, and we're just going to go ahead, loot that egg, and we're going to talk to her.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
Yes, Angela Williams asked me to come and find you.
She's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help.
Of course, I'd be glad to help.
Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
Alright, now that we've rescued her, we can go ahead and we can head back up to the second level as she requested. But first, there was one area that I wanted to go back to, just because I believe there is some loot that's up in that extra area that I can go ahead and pick up now. So we're just going to follow her right back to here. Let her repair the elevator. If I remember correctly, it should be on the third floor for the entrance, if I remember correctly. Might be the second floor, actually. Let me take a look here. Nope, I was right. Okay. So we're going to head in here, and this time we're going to go up instead of down. Because in this small area should be some extra loot that I can pick up. Because this was the barricaded off section. So the HEPA filters is what I was looking for. I don't remember off the top of my head what those exactly go to, but I do remember needing them for a quest at a later point. Alright, and that was all that was left in here. So now I'm going to go ahead and head back up to the second floor of the vault. That way we can go ahead and finish out this quest with Keeley. I know there was a speech check coming up, but I don't remember exactly how high the check was.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin?
Sure, how can I help?
Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast.
How exactly should I ignite the gas?
In the area where the gas is active, any kind of fire or explosion should do the trick. Hell, even lasers would do the job. If you don't have anything like that, I've got some grenades in my bag in the corner that you can use.
Sounds dangerous, but I'll do it.
Good. Return to me when it's done.
So she said she's got a bag in the corner with some grenades. So just take all of her grenades and leave the baseball. And it doesn't look like my leg is doing too good, but hopefully we should be able to get that situated at a doctor's. But first I'm going to see if I can't drink some Nuka-Cola if I have any. Reduce my sleep need for a little bit. Drink some water. And see if I can't eat some food. A little bit of grilled mantis. Alright, so we can head back down to level 5. And the area that the gas is being vented is actually right over here. You can kind of see how things are a little bit wobbly, like right up in this area here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk into this room, equip one grenade, gonna drink some more alcohol to get my strength back up to where I want it to be. Let's see here. There we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna toss that over there and close it. There we go. That takes care of that. And before I forget, I'm going to switch my weapon back over. Let's see here. Favorite that and equip the power fist. Alright, heading back up to the second level.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spores should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased.
What needs to be done?
I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here.
Will it take long?
No, it shouldn't take all that long. Just a few more moments, and that's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No. I've been too busy rescuing you. Could someone else have done it?
It's possible. I've spent the last few days in a cave, after all. For all we know, that man sent someone immediately after you to swipe the data while you posed as mantis bait. Nothing to be done about it, I suppose. All we can do is delete what's here, and that's done. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
Alright. That quest is now completed, so we can head back to Camp McCarran and turn it in. Let's see here. Alright, let's go ahead. We can head inside and we can go talk to the doctor and get paid for both saving Keely and getting the data. This is just kind of one of the other problems that I have with the NCR. Just, yeah, this information could be useful, but we saw how quickly that it kind of got out of hand and how dangerous that it could possibly be. But you have some people that just think that they know better, and just ends up causing all sorts of problems.
Keely just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
Goodbye.
Thanks again. Really, I owe you.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keely. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you.
I brought data from Vault 22.
Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal.
By the way, the vault was just as dangerous as Williams thought.
I don't see how that's relevant. The dangers of the vault were your business, not mine. The only question is whether the data is still intact. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part.
I'd be careful with that data. You didn't see those plants in the vault.
Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested. We aren't some motley band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
Alright, and that's another level up. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw 3 points into my unarmed, 3 points into survival, 3 points into medicine, and actually I'm gonna go ahead, throw 1 point into speech, and then go ahead and take unarmed up to 70. That might change based on what perk I'm gonna take. So here's strong back would definitely be good just because of the 50 more pounds of weight that I can carry. Yeah, I don't need anything else. But Stonewall is really, really good just because having the extra damage threshold against melee weapons and unarmed attacks is good, but not being able to be knocked down in combat is the best thing about this perk, just because certain enemies can actually hit you hard enough to knock you down. So I think at level 12 and 14 I have a couple of perks that I'm already looking at picking up. Yeah, the piercing strike. And also unstoppable force are both really, really good for melee and unarmed builds. And 14, I definitely want the chemist just because all the perks, or all the chems will last twice as long with chemists. And then chem resistant is also what I'm looking forward to for 16. So then 18 I've got paralyzing palm, 20 I've got them's good eating, yeah, it just seems like most of my level ups are kind of accounted for right now, so I've got to be for at least the next 10 levels. So I'm gonna take Stonewall for now, even though I'm constantly like over encumbered. I'm gonna take Stonewall for now because the over encumbrance can actually be mitigated pretty well with just some alcohol. Well, I already need to go to a doctor now. I just have another reason. So let's go ahead and head over to the gun runners and see if I can't unload a whole bunch of stuff.
Hey.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
Show me what you have for sale.
I am ready to process our transaction.
Alright, so let's start with, do you have any new weapon upgrades that are good for my power fist? So we got the high capacity valves, which the extra points of damage is actually going to be quite helpful. It's actually a decent amount of money too. So let's go ahead and unload all of my ammo. And then we're going to get rid of some of the weapons here. So I'm actually going to keep the laser weapon just because I personally just like to keep all of the specifically named and unique weapons just because I'm just kind of a collector of that kind of stuff. Maybe I should actually just hold on to the spike knuckles. Do I have any miscellaneous junk items that I want to sell? Alright, so that should just about do it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to get rid of all the vault jumpsuits. So I'm probably going to head over and do that next. Just because that's about 8 pounds of extra weight that I don't have to lug around with me. And I think that's all that I really want to sell for now. I need to start drinking those Sunset Sarsaparillas though.
Come back and see us again soon.
Alright, so let's go get healed up and get my addiction taken care of. And then we can head into the strip and go ahead and see about getting rid of all those vault jumpsuits. So I'm just going to head back right over here to where I had actually gotten all the implants done. And just use that doctor to get everything situated. Then actually the next thing that I want to do after getting rid of the vault suits is I'm actually wanting to head over to the Red Rock Gulch, just because there's a good set of fist weapons over there that I can pick up and utilize. And I also want to see about possibly heading over to the Great Khans.
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
Can you cure my addiction?
You really ought to avoid using those kinds of chems, but I'll see what I can do.
Here's 50 caps.
All right, sit still and let me work.
Are you okay?
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
I mean, you were just like laying on the open air next to the bed, but okay. I'm wounded.
Your injuries aren't too severe. I can patch the scrapes and lacerations pretty easily.
Okay, fix me. Here's 50 caps.
All right, sit still and let me work.
Alright.
Hey.
So that's taken care of. So let's go ahead, head into Vegas. So if we just head on down, I can go talk to Mr. House now, but he's basically going to tell me to do the exact same thing as what the main quest is, which is go confront Benny and get what he stole from me so that I can take it back to Mr. House, complete the delivery, which I'm going to do that later. As for right now, let's go ahead. We can head over into the Vault 21 gift shop and get rid of all of our vault suits.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
What kind of things do you sell in this gift shop?
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
Volkir? Swell. Can you show me what you got?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right? If they're crunchy, even better. What about a vintage Vault-Tec toy car? Or...
Sarah, stop right there. Do you actually have any vault gear?
Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top.
I might be persuaded to lend a hand.
You would? You really would? That would help me a lot. I'll pay you good money per each suit.
Alright, consider it done.
Thank you so much. Good to see you again.
I have vault gear for you.
You do? That's wonderful. Let me see what you brought. All right. That's gonna net you lots of caps, my friend. Do you want to trade all your vault suits right now?
Yeah, I would like that.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
Alright, so trading in your vault suits actually gets you strip fame, as you can probably see from that. And it's going to make it just a little bit easier to kind of maneuver around this strip, give you a little bit of extra leniency. Alright, so I think the closest thing that I have to the Red Rock Canyon area is actually going to be the El Rey Motel. So I'm just going to kind of head west from there. And while I do that, I can actually stop by and take care of a couple of the Fiend targets on my way down that way. So let's go ahead, just kind of head on out. And I'm going to go ahead and mark that quest, just so that I have everyone kind of situated as to where they're all at. So I'm going to start out with Cook, move over to Violet, and then finally Driver and Nephi. That's just because that's just kind of the order that it's just easy with just kind of like a one-shot sweep down through that area. Because they're all pretty close to each other. The only one that I ever really have any kind of trouble with is Cook, and that's just because Cook wears some pretty heavy armor. So Coco just tends to wear kind of pretty heavy armor, and then... Oh, she didn't take my regular Vault 21 jumpsuit. He also has a flamer that he runs around with, which... A flamer and an incinerator. So, kind of have to deal with 2 sets of energy damage. So luckily the Fiends aren't too difficult to deal with just because their armor isn't super protective. And I think I'm actually getting close to Cook now. So before I head in there, he's going to have quite a few different fiends kind of just running around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking some medics just to kind of increase my damage threshold. And to take a little bit of damage from those guys that I just kind of took out. So taking a couple stim packs just to kind of cut some of the damage that I took. And and there's Cook, which I'm going to throw a couple of uppercuts at him. There we go. Nice and simple. And that's the Ranger takedown ability. So with Cook, there's actually a couple of different ways that you can kind of deal with him. And unfortunately, I mangled the head. So I'm not going to be able to collect the full bounty for him. But it's not super worrying, as I'm not really hurting on caps, but the experience is mainly what I'm looking for. So with Cook, there's actually a couple ways to deal with him. So outside in front of here, as you can kind of see, there's Brahmin that are out in the front. He has one particular Brahmin that is his absolute favorite, and if you sneakily kill that Brahmin, he will actually kind of go berserk and start running around and attacking his own guys. So he just kind of turns kind of crazy and just starts kind of going at it against everyone. Alright, so let's see what we've got here that we can kind of make up. So go ahead and make a desert salad. Some grilled mantis leg. So this is going to decrease the efficiency of my water, my purified water. But this does increase my attack speed, which is actually pretty nice, especially for a power fist. But is that really worth? Because that's dropping my efficiency of my water by 50%. So I'm actually going to hold off on that for now. Let's see if we can't just kind of repair some stuff up so that I'm not weighed down nearly as much. Yeah, so I'm still about 51 pounds overweight at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the Raider armor just because it's not super valuable. The middle armor is a lot more valuable, just because 862, that's pretty good for like a one-time turnaround kind of thing. Let's see here, did they have any extra... have any extra junk that they were just kind of carrying around that I ended up looting too? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well. So that incinerator and that flamer are both going to be what's kind of causing me to go over. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop the middle armor for now. And we can drink thing of alcohol, which I think I have just some regular beer up here, so if I drink that it should be okay. Yeah, because that's +2 strength. But now I need to drink some water because that dehydrated me. There we go. So yeah, so this is the Brahmin here, Queenie. So if you manage to sneakily take her out, Cook will just start going insane and attack everyone around him. And if you're lucky, you might actually be able to let just kind of his own guards kind of take care of him. Violet is a little bit more of a straightforward fight, just because she's just kind of like a ranged person surrounded by a bunch of guard dogs. And the reason why this dog actually is specifically named is because that dog is actually part of a quest. So, fortunately, I did not manage to mangle her, but there's another level up. So, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and throw 3 points into melee weapons, just because that piercing strike is going to require a lot of melee weapons. Let's see here. Repair, speech. I do kind of want to bring those up just a little bit, but for right now, I'm actually going to start focusing on bumping up my barter just a little bit, because I do still want that pack rat perk, but that requires like 70 barter. And then let's see here. So I kind of have all the medicine that I really need for the 2 perks that I want to get for medicine. And let's see, is there anything else that I kind of want to pick up for now? 3 points into lockpick just puts me a little bit closer. Doesn't actually get me the actual needed points to unlock normal or the average locks, but maybe after a little bit more time investing into it, I can start picking those too. Let's see here. So having the extra point, I'm just going to throw that into survival. Just kind of make the food and stuff a little bit more nourishing. The water makes it a little bit more hydrating, that kind of stuff. So as you can kind of see with that little red stripe there, that's actually the way to the Red Rock Canyon. Let's see here, where is Violet? There it is. So yeah, so you can pick up her brain. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just drop Violet's armor and the headgear, because we don't need that. Just kind of repair up what we got. Kind of just pick through some of her belongings here. So, the Med-X is worn off, that's not really a huge concern. Coca-Cola Quartz is actually pretty good. So the next one we're gonna have to deal with is gonna be Driver Nephi. Now, Driver Nephi is actually, for some reason, super duper fast, and he kind of comes right up to you real quick. So it's kind of an interesting thing to have to deal with, especially if you're more of a ranged character. But when you're a melee character, he just kind of gets into your range much quicker and allows you to kind of take him down a little bit faster too. So I've never really had any trouble with Driver Nify, because he's just going to be just right over there, behind that building. So yeah, having this ammo weigh something is really kind of throwing me off, because normally I wouldn't be weighed down this much, but let's go ahead. So I might want to go back and put away my chainsaw and put away the experimental AER-14 prototype. If I drop that, that's going to give me just enough to make it through. And I do like the cave fungus just because that's a little bit of food, a little bit of health, but it also reduces your rads by 10. And go ahead and just drink another water while I'm at it. So I'm not doing too terribly bad on my health. Let's see if I can't just kind of attract their attention. There we go. So now if I just kind of hide over here, Ranger Nify, or Driver Nify will make his way over pretty quickly. And of course, right when my beer wears off. So let's go ahead, drink another beer. There we go. Come on, driver. Where you at? Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to come to you then. Regular fiend, regular fiend, regular fiend. Where's Driver Nify? There you are. Are you sleeping or something?
Sight of your own blood.
Why are you running away?
I'm gonna make you scream.
Are you okay? Kind of
You
keep.
like the sight of your own
Okay,
blood.
that was the first time you hit me. Okay. Well, that might have taken away my bonus. Yeah, his head got mangled. Alright, well, just kind of loot this area a little bit. Yeah, don't have enough for that. Super stim pack. Alright. So, now that I've kind of picked up the 3 bounties, I'm actually going to start heading over to Red Rock Gulch. So, let's see here. Anything I can repair to just kind of reduce my weight by 2? That's all that I'm over right now. Doesn't really look like it. I still need to upgrade my power fist. I forgot to do that. Well, let's eat a caravan lunch. Just because that's going to take care of most of my needs. Still, I'm gonna need to sleep pretty soon though. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just eat some more grilled mantis. Just to kind of keep pushing my health up a little bit. Alright, so if you notice down on the bottom left where my compass is at, you have a bunch of points, like a bunch of little like arrows. And if you head towards an arrow that is not filled in, it is an undiscovered location. And by going to that location, you can discover it, and it'll mark it on your map, as well as fill in the little triangle as well. So just a quick, easy way to kind of use the little mini compass on the bottom. That's also where all the little red blips are going to be whenever you're fighting enemies. So there's also another path that you can go. I got some powder gangers over here. I got some guys throwing dynamite. Take care of the guy throwing dynamite first, because I would rather not have a bunch of my limbs crippled. And I don't know why I'm gaining infamy. I didn't come out shooting at him, but they chose to come at me instead. I'll trade you all that stuff for your plasma rifle. That over encumbered me by 1 point. Alright. Well, let's start drinking those sunset sarsaparillas. I've only got like 17 of them. And all this extra weight from just the ammo is killing me. So that's 10 pounds gone. Some dirty water. It's 11 pounds gone. That, so it drops my weight even more. Alright. So, as I was saying before, there is an extra way to kind of go over to the Red Rock Canyon, which is going to be up over where, around the area where Violet was at. Because over in that direction is actually a little bit more of a direct path. Going this way, though, I can discover the vault that's actually in this area, and it actually is a little bit closer to... Yeah, this is Vault 19. You have to go down into the sewer. So over in this direction is where I can actually pick up the better set of spike knuckles. And then it's just... Oh, there's a death claw. Oh, I hope this goes well. Well, it's only a young one, so I'm just gonna throw it some uppercuts. That wasn't so bad. Death Claw egg weighs 7 pounds. God. Thing is heavy. So one thing I really wish that you could do with Bethesda games is, I wish you could actually, like, if you put something on a corpse, I wish you could actually, like, dress it up in whatever that was. So, for example, I put the Arclight mask on the Deathclaw. I wish I could actually, like, put it on the face of the Deathclaw so you would actually see. I wish you could put it actually on the Deathclaw so you could see the Arclight mask kind of placed on the Deathclaw, just as kind of like a little kind of funny thing that you can do. Same thing with like human enemies, or like if you put like a piece of armor or something on them, you could actually equip it to them so that it looked like they were wearing that. Yeah, got you with the grenades. Taking you at first. Oh wow, that is a lot of health damage. So, go ahead, prepare my head, and we're going to take some medics, some stimpaks, couple of stim packs. And I'm actually going to take a psycho. Because they're actually doing quite a decent amount of damage to me. Eat a desert salad, buy a ramen Wellington. Alright, so let's see if I can't take care of this guy first. And I somehow missed. Got a little dicey there for a second, but I think we came out pretty okay after that. Some corn is good. Some extra right away is always going to be helpful. And that's good for there. Well, there's the 3 stim packs that I used back. And Love and Hate. That is the better spike knuckles. Yeah, he was shooting me with a 44 Magnum, so of course it's going to do a decent amount of armor. Or a decent amount of damage to me. That metal armor is reinforced. It's actually pretty good when it comes to selling it. I can actually use that metal armor to repair it. Let's see what this last person has. So I am super over encumbered now, and my leather armor is completely wasted. So I'll have to see if I can't get that repaired. Or find some other leather armor to repair it with. So my Love and Hate is now going to do 43 points of damage, and that's good because I can actually sneak those into casinos if needed. And that's probably actually how I'm going to be taking care of Benny. Alright, well. I guess it's Time to eat some food. So I'm still over by about 20 pounds. So if I drop a couple of things... Yeah, that chainsaw is definitely eating up way too much of my inventory space there. So dropping all the dynamite. That plasma grenade. Over by about 18 pounds. Death Claw egg is worth 400 just for about 7 pounds of weight. That armor is really good. So might actually have to drop the incinerator and the flamer, but let's see if I can just find just kind of an opening or an openable box over here where I can just kind of throw this in and store it for now and then go sell some stuff and come back. So, do we have... Or... I'm actually just going to throw it onto this person here and hope they don't despawn while I'm away. Alright, so I'm at Bonnie Springs, so I'm going to head down to Novak. And I'm going to run up to my room, throw the stuff I want to keep into my chest. There we go. Because that drops a huge amount of weight off me. And then... So now that I've done that, so I'm now going to head back up to the gun runners and see if I can't get rid of some extra weight.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to process our transaction.
Alright, so... Plasma grenade and plasma rifle, trail carbine, metal armor reinforced. I'll sell you the Vault 21 jumpsuit because it looks like she didn't want those. Cigarettes. That Deathclaw egg. So I got the alloy frame, which I can get because that's going to reduce the overall weight of the chainsaw by about 8. Do you actually carry any other armor? I don't think you do. But that's okay. So... Forgot to put away Driver Nefia's club, but it's not a huge issue just because it only weighs 1, so it's not really going to be a huge burden.
Come back and see us again soon.
But what I can do is I can actually head over to... First, let me check my status. Okay, so I'm doing okay. So, first I can head over to Camp McCarran and turn in all my bounties. 2 of them were mangled, but 1 was in good shape. Which is kind of the bad thing about using bats, is that you don't really have control over, well, when you're using melee, where you really don't have any control over where the attack is going to hit, so each time they were basically just attacking the head rather than like the body, the arms, or the legs.
I see you're still alive, and that's promising. Any luck on that bounty?
Want to claim a bounty.
That right. You killed one of the psychopaths on my shit list. Let me see the scumbag's head. God damn it. That's Violet, all right. You've made me one happy son of a bitch, you know that? Here, this is the bounty I put on her head. It's yours. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags? Up to you. But I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away.
Actually, I have another head here.
You killed another one. Let me have a look at the head. That's supposed to be Driver Nephi? Well, the head's in really bad shape, so I can't authorize the full reward. If he really is dead, we're all better off. I guess we can send First Recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. That's 2 psychopaths dead. If you can bring down the 3rd, there's a bonus in it for you.
Already done. Here's the head.
If that's true, that would be the last of them. This is Cook. Oh, he sure did a number on his face. I'm not allowed to give you the full reward, but thanks for taking this guy down. It's payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those 3 scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. And you bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Alright, I've got another level up to show for it. So let's go ahead. We can bump up unarmed to 75. Jump survival up by a few points. Actually, I'm going to drop that back down to 70 and throw some more points into barter. Let's see here. For my last point, I'm going to put that into... Yeah, I'm just going to put it into unarmed for now. And this is another perk that we get. So, level 12 perks is Piercing Strike. So it allows me to ignore basically 15 points of the damage threshold on enemies. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one. Alright. So, although I don't see any leather armor here, I think I actually know of a place that's going to have some, which is going to be down at Good Springs. Alright, Chet. Do you got any leather armor for me?
Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder. You looking to buy some supplies?
Show me what you have.
Can do.
So, let me see here. Do you have 1 piece of leather armor? Great. Okay. Well, that's better than nothing. Do you have any upgrades for... No upgrades for the Power Fist. Alright. Well, it's better than nothing.
Another satisfied customer. Take it easy now.
So, although it does kind of suck that I was only able to get a single piece of leather armor, I can repair this just a little bit. And then I'm actually going to head down to the Mojave Outpost. Reason being is that here I can actually get equipment repaired up to 100%. It is going to be a little bit pricey, but it's going to be kind of a good investment just because having that light armor at maximum efficiency is really going to be beneficial.
Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it.
I need repairs.
All right then, just sign here, here, and here.
So 1,500 caps isn't terrible. And 1,600 for everything. That's also not terrible either. So let's just go ahead and repair everything.
Dismissed.
There we go. And now that that's done, let's actually take a look at... Alright, so my sleep is getting kind of high. The other two are actually pretty easy to deal with, so I'm going to head over to Novak. I'm actually going to sleep in my own bed in order to recover all the sleep that I need. And then I'm going to head back over to where we were at before I fast traveled. So let's go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. Alright. So, yep, I'm gonna need to eat something and drink something. So let's drink some dirty water just because I can use the purified water for crafting other things. There we go. So that should take care of all of my dehydration problem. Cram. Alright, there we go. So everything is back to where it should be. And my limbs are all good because I slept in my own bed. Alright, so let's go ahead. We can head back over to Bonnie Springs. And I'm going to start by picking up the items that I left behind here. It looks like they have not yet despawned. Alright, and as you can see by the red coloring of the rocks over this way, this is going to be Red Rock Canyon, where the Great Khans stay. So we're going to head over in this direction, and you can actually kind of see the first of their little tribe houses up there. So over in that direction is a different quest area. As of right now, we're gonna just head over in this direction. Alright, and just before we actually head into this area, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call it for the day. So thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.